Welcome to the first edition of the Central Arkansas Football Report for 2013, along with head coach Clint Conque. I'm Justin Acri. As you can see on the scoreboard behind us, the Bears very successful in their first campaign of the season, a 58-7 win, the largest victory, coach, in Division I football for the UCA Bears since moving up. It's been a great ride, and boy, a great way to start the season.
Well, it was certainly awesome to start at home. Had a lot of questions going into the game. We certainly answered some, but you know, anytime you play the first game of the year, you have a lot of anxiety and a lot of question marks, and still have a few that we need to answer this week. But very pleased with the win, very pleased with the crowd tonight. I thought it was a lot of energy in the stadium, very warm, very hot, humid night, but I thought our young people really responded in their preparation. I thought our coaches did an outstanding job of getting our team ready, and I thought by and large it was a very workmanlike, very mature performance by a team that seemed to be very focused on the outcome tonight.
Well, in the preseason we've been talking a lot about expectations, and certainly they're always high here on campus. This year you come in ranked 6th in the country, so again, imposing your will and really kind of announcing your presence with authority, if you will. I mean, it's a great way to start the season.
Well, it sure is, and you know, Incarnate Word is going to be a conference member next year. They're transitioning to Division I, very similar to what we did in 2006, and so I was pleased with the maturity level of our players, understanding that we probably were a little bit more superior program, but you still got to go do it on game day. And outside of a couple of rough patches in the game and you know, a couple of turnovers, I thought that we played exceptionally well. I really like the way our defense is playing, very, very fast. We saw some new playmakers emerge, and we got a lot of people involved offensively, and then, of course, we had a couple special teams touchdowns, so It was a complete win for our football team.
Yeah, certainly some good highlights to get into. We'll do that in just a minute, but I saw Coach working there, too, talking about the environment and certainly the fan support. Had a nice crowd on hand, and what a run here at the Stripes. Undefeated on the Stripes, and now a 13-game winning streak here at home.
Yeah, you know, you go back to when we had grass here in 2010, I guess, October and November of 2010, and you know, I think it's one of the nation's longest home winning streaks, and very proud of that. Our seniors are very, very determined to take them one at a time, but we understand the formula to play. You know, at the national level, at the top of our conference, you have to win at home and find a way to win some on the road. And you know, certainly this will give us some confidence, and you know, hopefully, you know, you can make the improvement you need to make from game 1 to game 2. Certainly, game 2 is going to be a much bigger challenge, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But you know, one of the longer winning streaks in the country, and you know, a little bit of a home field advantage here on the Stripes.
Yeah, you guys are pretty good on any surface, it turns out. So, Coach, looking for win number 100 this next week, and again, we'll talk more about that as we look ahead to the next opponent, the University of Colorado. But a lot to look back on, a great win for the Bears, and we'll do it in just a minute.
Go back to when y'all were kids. Go back to when y'all were kids and go out there and play like that. We make it a business. We make it hard on y'all, and all that's fine and good. But in the end of the day, it's a game. It's a game. You are representing that name across your chest. This awesome game. You got me? So go have fun with the guy's tail in front of you. It's like I heard y'all saying earlier. Fun equals W-I-N, right? That's all that needs to be said. Straighten it out, pull it back. Grab that toe, knock on that cheek, put that head down.
Corny who?
Yeah. We'll put more touch tape in every moment you play. If we lose, we will not grieve. If we win, we've done a good deed. Win or lose, all praise go to God. Allow us to take part in this play.
Let's go, Bob! Hey, Bob! Hey!
Your 2013 Central Arkansas Football Report is sponsored by AT&T. Baptist Health, and Crane Automotive.
Front row?
Okay, I'm jealous.
AT&T introduces the Nokia Lumia 1020. Capture every detail with brilliant zoom at 41 megapixels. Get it only from AT&T with no down payment.
Welcome back, Coach. Obviously some known quantities. Winrick Smothers, the defending Offensive Player of the Year in the league, and you know about defensively. We talked about that a lot in camp. A lot of athletic guys with a lot of experience really at all three levels in the defense. But you did have a couple of questions coming in.
Yeah, we did. Certainly we needed to develop some depth along the defensive line, and we played a couple of freshmen, I believe, inside tonight, and they're going to be really fine players for us. Terrence Partee out of Memphis and Jordan Tolliver out of Duncanville, Texas. More of the question marks, though, were on the offensive side of the football. We lost two outstanding football players to graduation, Dominique Kroom and Jesse Grandy, but we had a lot of skilled players at both the running back position, a quarterback in Taylor Reed, who got his first playing time here at UCA, and then, of course, some of the receivers, and we'll talk about one in particular that had an outstanding night tonight.
Well, one of the big losses was Jesse Grandy, of course, and I know the return game you got some guys are confident in, but certainly looking for some answers there. We maybe had some questions answered on this night.
Well, I thought Jatavius Wilson, the true freshman from Bastrop, Louisiana, had over 200 yards of total offense, 3 touchdowns, and really made his presence felt on our football team. But you can see with Justin Love, the senior from West Memphis, took the opening kickoff. We hit Blake Veasley on a wheel route, and then Blake powers his way in, the sophomore running back from Cherry Valley, Arkansas, and it was really good to get the ground game going early.
Yeah, no question. 10-play, 70-yard drive, Bears up 6-0. One of the small disappointments of the night, a missed extra point there. Defense came out fast and furious. It was exactly what had been billed all through camp, and we saw it, and you really put some pressure on the Cardinals early.
Well, we did, and played a little bit more man coverage. We challenged, and we're going to continue to challenge. And you can see right here, quick 3 and out. I was extremely impressed with their punter, Nunez, Emmanuel Nunez. He averaged over 44 yards a punt. You can see here, excellent job by Winrick avoiding pressure, hitting his check down to Veasley. Good job on that. We come back on the middle zone again. Good powerful run, good blocking by the offensive line. Quarterback keep here by the senior from Destrehan on 3rd down. We were 10 for 14 on 3rd down, very efficient night. And then a nice job of bouncing, excellent block on the outside there by our receivers, and Blake Veasley gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of his career.
Yeah, two possessions, 2 touchdowns for Veasley, 6 plays, 59 yards on that one, and the Bears do convert the extra point here. Eddie Camara up and good, and it's 13-0.
Well, we had excellent coverage on the kickoff. We've got them backed up. Good tackle right here. Coming out of the secondary, I think we're faster. Marvin Mitchell right there, the junior from over in Carrollton, Georgia. We got to do a better job of wrapping up there, but you can see the swarm of white and purple right there. And
I guess we're more bees than bears on
well, yeah, there's Rodarius Winston, the senior from Bastrop, and Justin Love again, and almost got this punt. We'll get one later. This is one of the areas that we're trying to get some question marks answers at the punt return game, but right here, Courtney Whitehead is going to have, this is Desmond Lewis, the fine junior receiver, leading returning receiver from over at Mesquite, Texas. This is Whitehead right here, number 81, the redshirt sophomore from Athens, Texas. Courtney's going to have a big part of what we do this year. Off a play pass, Blake Gardner. Really happy for Blake, the sophomore from down in San Antonio, Steele High School, down in Cibolo, which is a suburb of San Antonio. Blake had 10 receptions on the night.
Big game. Try to go big ball there more often than not. Des Lewis will come up with that one. Very well defended. And then we miss one there and have to settle for a field goal attempt here. And had a 37-yarder knocked down, get a penalty, have to try it again from 42, and it turns out, we looked at the stats, Camara was perfect from 40 to 49 last year, and he knocks this one down as well.
Yep, 42-yard field goal. Eddie's been hurt a little bit. We're just going to have to watch his conditioning a little bit, but right there, Justin Hurd, just so fast and powerful, and playing with so much confidence at that middle backer position. And you know, really, when you've got and this is exciting. This is Jatavius Wilson, the true freshman. This was a 17-yard return that was called back because of a block in the back, but that's one of many highlights that we're going to see, not just in this game, but in the future. Justin Burdett, the sophomore transfer from Birmingham, from Southern Mississippi, had 2 or 3 very critical third down catches. Great job on the blitz pickup. We hit Wilson on the streak, and his first college touchdown.
Yeah, pretty exciting right there. 29 yards and a nice read by Winrick. 9 plays, 77-yard drive, over 413, 23 to nothing at this point.
Well, excellent pressure again, and good pass coverage. Marcus Peters right there. We force another punt, and we were able to keep pressure on their punter, but I was just very, very impressed with his ability to perform under pressure. You know, we fumbled a punt. As we see another conversion here to Burdett. We fumbled a punt that led to a drive deep in our territory, and then we muffed 2 other punts. And this is the young man that I was very happy for tonight, Desmond Smith, the redshirt freshman from Bentonville. You look at Desmond, he's 6'2", 202 pounds, and got us down there close. And then Denzel Williams, the transfer running back from the University of Oklahoma, gets his first collegiate touchdown here at the university.
Defensively, a little bit of a breakdown here on this final drive, but fortunately able to keep him out of the end zone. Nice job there by swarming to the ball. They punted away here. I guess it would come up later. I guess they get one more possession here before the end of the half, but they did have an opportunity to score towards the end of the half. Defense did hold, but...
Well, we're in a 2-minute situation right here, and I thought we got this drive started the right way. A nice throw and catch here to Desmond Smith for the first down, one of his 4 catches on the night, and just a tremendous run right here by Denzel Williams. He spun around, but we got to hang on to the football. This was one of my concerns coming in, is so many new ball handlers, and you can see here our senior quarterback, our All-American, is having to make tackles, and that's not what we really want. And then, so the 2-minute drill I was disappointed in offensively, and then quite frankly, I didn't like the way we defended here defensively, because put in a bad spot here at midfield, but they're actually able to throw it down, and excellent play, though, in the open field by Hurd, the senior from Woodland, Alabama. Again, one of his 5 tackles, but then here's a situation where, we got to knock this ball down, and we're very, very fortunate. They catch the ball last play of the half and ends up inside the 1, but we came out very fortunate that we didn't have to they didn't get a touchdown right there.
The Hail Mary that almost was, but didn't quite get there. So Bears going to the break up 30-0. We'll take a look at the second half highlights coming up in just a moment.
This is my home, and here's my hot water heater, located right above my living room. And here's the mess it made when it leaked. Really leaked. Kinda throws off the ambiance, don't you think? Well, I stayed calm and called the experts at All Clean Restoration, so here it is. My living room before the water damage, and my living room after. Or as I like to think, my living room before All Clean, my living room after All Clean. All Clean Restoration, proudly serving all of Arkansas.
If you're coming to Conway for football, get ready to put your game face on. For shopping, dining, accommodations, and more. Come for football. Stay to play. Learn more at conwayarkansas.org.
Welcome back. Second half highlights now, and it's Incarnate Word with the ball again. And again, nice swarm, Coach. Good, a lot of violent collisions in there from your defense.
Well, they do have some very, very good players, but right here, we were able to put some pressure on their punter. Desmond Lewis, the junior receiver, blocks it, and redshirt freshman receiver Desmond Smith recovers it, and quick touchdown for the Bears.
Yeah, I like to see the frontline guys, and we saw some tackles from Hurd and some of your other frontline players on special teams, and again, a nice play right there. And Des Lewis is he's long and he's a troublesome guy out there.
Well, there's Carl Brady. I thought Carl had an outstanding game, the senior from Memphis, playing both free safety and strong safety, and did a heck of a job for us on special teams. And I thought we tackled well in space.
Yeah.
I was disappointed. We let a couple tackles get away from us on our kick coverage units, but we'll clean that up. Again, just not clean on the punt return game, and we've got to get that fixed. Come back here on the key screen to Courtney Whitehead, one of his 3 or 4 catches of the night. This was a good tough run right here with the backer in the hole by Veasley. The sophomore making obviously his first start, had 17 carries for 85 yards, no lost yardage.
Yeah.
And 2 touchdowns.
Well, and Williams only had 1 lost yard total on the whole night. So again, between the 2 backs and 26 carries, 1 negative yard the whole night. Pretty good.
Well, this was a negative play right here. We gave up a sack here, and give those guys credit, but a breakdown in our fundamentals. And then it's the first time we get to see Jonathan Harrison, our junior college All-American punter. He punted the ball twice. This one went 43 yards, and then he'll hit a 57-yarder later, and he ended up averaging 52 yards for the evening. And again, just really struggling right here. Clay Murphy, very sure-handed young man, puts it on the ground, and this led to a deep drive by Incarnate Word, but fortunately the defense made a stand, held them to no points.
I seem to have some footing issues back there on a couple of different plays, and here's a nice run.
Well, this one gets called back here. We had a holding call. We only had a couple of penalties on offense, a couple on defense, and a couple on special teams, but that negated a nice 30-yard run. And once again, Desmond Smith.
Guess obviously worked on the stiff arm with the receivers over the summer.
Well, we're big. I mean, Jatavis is diminutive, but you look at Smith, you look at Lewis, you look at Whitehead, you look at Burdette, and like this, you just can't coach this right here. I mean, I told you before the game, the young man could make you miss in a phone booth, and he's probably 5'9", 170 pounds, and this is just fun to watch. Great block on the perimeter, and he scored 3 touchdowns and really could have had 4 or 5.
Yeah, really could.
And he's just going to be a lot of fun, and good run right here for Denzel Williams. He ended up with 2 touchdowns and I believe 51 yards rushing on the night, and again, the credible job by our offensive line and our tight ends, and Joe Carmichael, our fullback.
Another good, methodical drive, Coach. He had 10, 11 play drives, going 70, 80 yards. That one went 80 yards, over 4:45, makes it 44-0. And again, a lot of good things and mixing it up offensively. Well, this is disappointing.
There's a couple of them, that we just let get out and we run it down, and we've got 2 or 3 guys there we're trying to strip it, and we don't get the ball carrier stopped, and we've got to do a better job there. Look at our personnel and make sure that we've got the right people, because a more closely contested game, that's not good.
Well, for the most part, I thought especially in space, your guys were going low, and I don't know if you guys talked much about trying to tackle low, and especially trying to avoid penalties this year with the new NCAA regulations. But I thought you guys did a good job going low, which I always thought was
well. There's a great tackle there, though, right in the mouthpiece there by Ricky Wyatt Jr., the sophomore from Monroe, Louisiana. We've got Ryan Howard in the game here. A good quick out to Whitehead again. And, we played 3 quarterbacks, and I thought all were very efficient. And unfortunately, here we're forced to punt. And this is our 2nd punt of the night, and under pressure, this was really good to see. 57-yard punt, and then an excellent job in coverage there by senior Carl Brady. And you can just see the confidence and the speed, and we're just a bigger, more confident football team right now, and that's really good to see. And playing a lot of young people tonight. Here's Justin Love. We kind of went to our 3rd guy here, and we put that one on the ground. We'll make some decisions and go forward the right way. We've got Taylor Reed in, the young man that transferred in from Arkansas from El Dorado. He got the exemption, the waiver from the NCAA.
Got started some games at Memphis a couple.
Yeah,
of years
9
ago.
games, 9 games, and you can see right here on the play pass, and we get it to Wilson, and this is his 2nd touchdown on the night. And
hey, I don't care which one of your 3 quarterbacks are in. You want to go ahead and get Wilson the ball in some way.
Well, Jatavius had 4 catches for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns, and we're going to see here in just a few minutes he takes a kickoff back, 93 yards, I believe, for his 3rd touchdown of the night. And not very easily, but probably should have had 5 touchdowns. But we'll learn from it and grow, and he's going to be an exciting player for us. And you really like the way you know, we're running to the football, and we're playing a lot of reserves right now, a lot of redshirt freshmen and sophomores. I was very impressed with their quarterback, very impressed.
Yeah, he didn't really make any mistakes, and there was pressure on him all night long. This is Britton. He's a freshman, and again, very good with his legs, made some good decisions throwing the ball, and you know, your line obviously was in his ear hole for a lot of the night, and I thought he made a lot of good decisions as well.
Well, and you can see right here he shows off his ability to pull the ball down, and a nice long run. They caught us in a two deep man under scheme, and was able to split the safeties and get their one score of the night.
That was a 38-yard run, 51-7 at this point, but Bears waste no time, and again, note to self, get the ball to Jatavius Wilson. This is a spectacular effort by a great young player, but also some excellent blocks downfield. You know, look at the hustle right there.
Justin Love, a senior, you know, and you know, Justin's been vying for return duties, and to see the unselfishness that he showed right there, and again, though, just a special talent in Wilson, and special effort there by all of those guys, but particularly our senior there, and Justin Love with a critical block to spring him for the touchdown.
Yeah, any thoughts the Cardinals had of making it interesting were certainly dashed right there, but in just a moment, 93 yards, very impressive. And defensively here, this will be I think the last series that the Cardinals have.
A great coverage, awesome coverage right here by sophomore Dylan Winfrey from Bryan, Arkansas, and you know, started for us tonight. And
you threw him in the fire last year a little bit, Coach, and we saw him early on show that he's a good cover man, a guy that can glue to a receiver downfield.
Well, I feel really good about our secondary with the experience we have, and another fine play right there by Josh Jones, a senior from Shreveport, Louisiana. We've got a lot of experience, a lot of playmakers back there, and you can see right here, you know, you see Veasley, who was our starting running back, still in the game here in the fourth quarter, but we only went into the game wanting to play two running backs, and that was the last play of the game. Of course, Willie Matthews serving a one-game suspension as our starter. So Denzel Williams and Veasley, you know, played the entire game, and I was pleased with their efforts overall. And we'll bring Matthews back, and now we feel like we'll have, you know, a threesome of quality talents at the running back position.
No question about it, Coach. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at our play of the game. And, you know, you got a couple of special team scores. You got a couple of nice big balls downfield that ended up in scores. Could have gone anywhere, but we'll go with the kick return, and boy, what a coming out party for Jatavius Wilson.
Well, you know, anytime that you can return a kick, and we blocked a punt, you know, obviously it was a big play, but anytime you can return a kick for a touchdown, you know, 93 yards is a pretty awesome thing, and for a true freshman to be able to do it. But once again, to see the blocking that he had was shows a lot of unselfishness by a lot of the upperclassmen to pave the way for him.
I know you love to see that. So we'll come back and take a look at our players of the game. Again, a lot of individual performances that were very good, but we'll take a look at our players of the game in just a moment.
Arkansans rank Baptist Health first for overall quality. You've named us the leader for women's health, for orthopedics, for heart, for rehabilitation, and for state-of-the-art technology. And with over 175 access points across the state, we can provide the highest level of care close to you. The most preferred nurses, the most trusted doctors, the best overall reputation. Baptist Health, all our best.
Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Welcome back. Time now to take a look at our players of the game. Offensively, Coach, a very efficient night for your quarterback, and certainly when you got a guy like Winrick Smothers, there's always a lot of pressure on him, and I thought he performed extremely well.
A very efficient night, 27 of 31, 267 yards, a touchdown, had a drop, which would have been a touchdown, so, but I thought he had a command of the offense, played very efficiently, played within himself, within the system. He was pretty amped up to get the season started, but very proud how he led our football team, and again, the numbers speak for themselves, and it's a great way for him to start his senior year.
No question about it. On the defensive side of things, we're going to go with Justin Hurd, a linebacker that you're really going to lean on this year, and he's a guy that he plays fast, he hits hard, but man, great smile and a great kid off the field.
Well, a preseason all-conference selection, the senior from Woodland, Georgia, had Woodland, Alabama, excuse me. He had 5 tackles in limited playing time, but you could see in the video there, he made a lot of tackles out in space. He's running, very well, very strong, very powerful, and a great leader for our defense.
Well, Coach, coming up this week, it's obviously a unique opportunity, a chance to go and take on an FBS opponent. I know there are a lot of Bear fans who are going to make the trek out to Boulder, Colorado. For you personally, it's win number 100 at stake here. More importantly for you, I know, it's win number 2 at stake this season, and a unique opportunity, a great environment, a program that's got a lot of tradition.
Well, they won a national championship back in the early 90s. They got a new coaching staff in from San Jose, and don't know a whole bunch about them, but I promise you by game time we will. We had a fairly positive experience for about 3 quarters at Ole Miss last year, an SEC opponent. This is a Pac-12 opponent. We know a bigger challenge than what we had this week, but we're certainly going to prepare well, and looking forward to the opportunity to go 2-0 and compete with one of the big boys again.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Good luck this week.
You bet. Thanks, Justin.
All right, the Bears are 1-0, looking to go 2-0 this week at Boulder, Colorado, and of course we'll bring you all the highlights and reaction next week on the Central Arkansas Football Report.
Your 2013 Central Arkansas Football Report is sponsored by AT&T, Baptist Health, and Crane Automotive.
Monkey drill. Are you ready? Yeah! I said, are you ready? Yeah! That mama go. Up and down, side to side, side to side. There you go, there you go.
We got 3 days to rest up, heal up, all right? And then we start our preparation Sunday night. While they're playing their game, we're going to be preparing for them. All right? So, that's one. How mature are we to handle success? Are we mature enough to handle some success? We still got 11 games and a lot of our goals out there. Take them one at a time, one day at a time, one choice at a time. Good things going to happen. Hey, 14, what do you got?
Hey, Lil J. Where you at, Lil J? You're right. Lil J on the track.
Probably gonna help us, son. Defense overall, good job. We got some things to clean up. Offense, pretty workmanlike. Put one on the ground, drop one. We'll get there though. A lot of work to do. Any questions? Any questions? All right, we scored how many? 58. Special teams did, offense did, defense gave us position, so we count them down. 58 of them. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's the model year-end closeout at the Giant Crane Buick GMC.
The 13s have to go, so get our largest savings of the year on Acadia, Terrain, Verano, and Lacrosse.
Right now, new GMC Terrains start for just $23,995. Get discounts up to $6,000 off new Acadias and Enclaves, and new Buick Veranos start at just $19,995. Plus, the all-new 2014 GMC Sierra has arrived.
And you'll get the Crane commitment, including a 100,000-mile warranty.
It's the model year-end closeout at the Giant Crane Buick GMC exit 127 in Conway.
Arkansans rank Baptist Health first for overall quality. You've named us the leader for women's health, for orthopedics, for heart, for rehabilitation, and for state-of-the-art technology. And with over 175 access points across the state, we can provide the highest level of care close to you. The most preferred nurses, the most trusted doctors, the best overall reputation. Baptist Health, all our best.